Finally, it is here, the Nintendo Switch 2 console, and in this video we are going to unbox it. This is the package from outside with the improved display and capabilities. There we have it, the new Joy-Cons in blue and in orange. The improved and bigger display. The Nintendo Switch 2 on the back. The HDMI cable. For the Joy-Cons. If you want to play it in handheld mode, I think if the Joy-Cons are upright for some oh nice, it's not purely out of hard plastic, it feels more gummy-like or rubber-like, it's more flexible. And it feels better than the previous version, definitely. That's for the power. The USB Type-C ports. And what's left is of course the new docking station, which is here with the Nintendo Switch 2 logo in front of it. It looks a bit more massive and bigger, of course, because of the bigger display. So let's do it step by step. Docking station has one USB Type-C port, and this is for the adapter, the charging, an HDMI port, and a LAN port. Okay, let's put it on the side. You have the blue and the orange on the side for the Joy-Cons. The USB Type-C port for the charging adapter. The cable. And let's look at the Joy-Cons first and then go to the display itself. So the first impression is definitely that it is more premium than the first version of the Switch. It's a bit heavier, and from the looks of it, it feels more premium. It reminds me a bit of the PlayStation Portable from years earlier. It has that premium look on it, and also the buttons do not feel as clunky, if you know what I mean. They have, and like I said, they're heavier, definitely heavier. Let's try it out. Here. They're magnetic, so it's not like the previous version that you have to stick it in and worry about the scratches or something like that. Here it's light, but it has a good weight to it. It's not a Pro controller, but it works great. A step up from the previous version, I would definitely say. yeah, before we get to the display, this is for the Joy-Cons as well. You can, on the back of it, you now have this button, and then it will be released. Let's see, what's that? Yeah, if you play in that modus, I think Cyberpunk, for example, has that mode where you can run and stimulate some gestures and then operate the game from it, which is an interesting way. And you release it as well on the back. So, yeah, that's the standard HDMI. And now let's get to the main piece here. The Switch 2 console. Nice. So here is the card slot. You have now, in comparison to the OLED version, the stance is a bit, yeah. It doesn't feel cheap, but it's definitely an improvement from the first version of the Switch. But I'm asking myself why they didn't include the stance from the OLED version. I liked it more. Just an impression right away. But it's a big display. I like that. And let's try the Joy-Cons out. Yeah, it reminds me definitely of the PlayStation Portable from the earlier years before the first version of the Switch even, but it feels just premium and heavier, but not too heavy. It doesn't feel as clunky anymore, and the buttons have a good feel to it. Let's try it out. Switch 2 console. The power button is on the left in front of it, and that's the display. So right now I have set up the Wi-Fi, and we're in the first menu to have some instructions here, and I want to show you on the top of the console here, you have the power button and the volume regulation. Then here, card slot, and the power adapter is on top of it. I have it on the stands right now, and maybe you can hear it good. The sound quality is really nice. So in general, you feel the increased power of the console right now. The one thing that I've already mentioned and noticed is the black levels are not as good as on the OLED. I have to say it right away. It's not as deep. I was hoping for a bit more saturated black levels, but it's just from the first menu. Also, what I can say right away is that the menu is feeling much more snappy. In the first version, you would feel the lag of the menu instantly, and now you feel already the power of the machine, by just being as snappy as it is right now. And one other thing is that what I mentioned before about the black levels, on the other hand, right now what I can see is the brightness of the display in comparison to the previous versions, and as well as the OLED version. So it has many plus sides of the new display, the brightness level, and the blacks are of course not as black as of an OLED, but nevertheless it's my first impression is really that it is a premium model with a definitely a step up, not just one step. It's a bigger display, it feels very premium, and it has much more power right now. And yeah, you know how it is. It's a first impression right now, but I'm excited to try it out with some games like Cyberpunk, Tears of the Kingdom, and Yakuza right away.